Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. I'd like to take a few minutes, if I could, this afternoon and talk about one of the articles that were posted on Western Center Journalism. And it was actually an audio clip of Michael Savage. Michael Savage had someone call in, and the person was very concerned that Obama will not relinquish power, assuming that he stays in until 2016, he won't relinquish power. Michael Savage concurred with that, and what Michael Savage said is what I talked about and actually wrote about last week, and that is that Obama is going to use what happened with Roosevelt, and Roosevelt was elected 4 times. He would have stayed in power 16 years, but he died halfway through his 4th term. And Obama is going to use that as an excuse to remain in power as well. And if that doesn't work, then he'll just modify the Constitution to accommodate his requirements. What they're going to say is that the will of the people back then elected Roosevelt because they thought that he was a good leader. Well, the fact is, whether he was good or not good, number one, he was a Democrat, so how good could he have been? And he was there during wartime. And that's really, I think, the only reason that he was allowed to be in power. Obama calls himself Commander-in-Chief, and he demonstrated his ability to be Commander-in-Chief on September the 11th. He videoed an action taking place. He watched it real time. In the Situation Room, he had his buddy Joe Biden beside him, and he had Panetta beside him. And then I guess they all made a decision to go to sleep and see in the morning. And in the meantime, while they were going to sleep, the 4 Americans were being slaughtered. And there was help less than 20 minutes away out of Italy via F-16s. But that never happened. Anyway, I agree 100% with what Mr. Savage said. Obama will not let go of his power if he's allowed to stay in office until 2016. And what we have to do as Americans that love this country and want to try to save this country for our children and our grandchildren is we have to demand that the key swing states, Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan could be in there as well, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Those key swing states, the only ones that can be validated are absentee ballots. You can't do the rest because, especially in states where no ID was required, you don't know how many times people voted. But we do know that they voted many times. And we know that illegals voted many times. But absentee ballots can be verified because an absentee ballot has to have a name, address, and a signature. So it isn't too much of an insurmountable task to verify as to whether or not the person that sent the ballot in actually sent the ballot in, and if he did or if she did, if they voted for the individual that was listed on their ballot. And while we're at it, we also have to count our military ballots, and many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of those were not counted. One airplane crashed coming out of Afghanistan 2 months before the election, and they had ample time to get new ones, but no one bothered apparently, and they found boxes and boxes and boxes full of military ballots that were not counted. What we know about the military is that Obama's Commander-in-Chief in name only. I don't believe that there's one honorable soldier that recognizes him as their Commander-in-Chief. In either case, we don't have a lot of time left. Those ballots have to be verified. They have to be verified now. And if that doesn't happen, I've said this before and I'll say it again, we all need to go take a course, a number of courses if necessary, but we better hone up on Arabic because that will be the language of this country. And you might want to read up on the Quran and understand what the Quran says about Sharia law, because that's what we're all going to have to follow if he's allowed to stay. Thank you.